Okay. Load, is load gonna help? Load is not gonna help. I haven't been saving. Alright, let's see what different choices can do to us. Alright, yes, I have crash landed. Alone, desperate, for friendship. Alright. Let's see what happens if we treat Demon differently. Do it. Ooh. Alright. I'm going to do the terrible thing and ask him directly for the hot dog. He doesn't want to hear about it. No, I want to go and hug him. Okay. I give him a hug with my poor, broken arm and ribs. It's gonna hurt, actually. You open your arms and approach him with a posture of great compassion. You furrow your brow upwardly a bit, as if to say, I know how hard it is. You advance, and he leans backward a little, as if caught off guard by your sympathy. Maybe you're coming on too strong? But you know there's no turning back now. You don't just throw the brakes on an imminent, heartfelt hug like this. You embrace him awkwardly. It goes well for a moment, until you realize your arm is broken, and it seizes up reflexively in pain. It jostles the hot dog in his hand, and he bobbles it. You both gasp. You try to detach from the hug so you can catch the dog, but it's already on its way to the ground. In your attempt to save it, you stagger backwards and slip. The hot dog gets smushed onto your big dumb ass the moment it makes contact with the ground. The demon lets out a shriek. No! Aw! Dude, my dog! You scramble to get up in time, hoping you're not as owned as it looks. But your feet keep slipping, and your butt keeps grinding the hot dog into the mud. When the carnage finally subsides, you roll over and check it out. Completely unsalvageable. Just a gross, meaty mud mash. Like the hot dog never even existed. Demon howls in agony and slumps backward against a tree. Oh no, you fucked this up so bad. That's it, man. I've lost everything. Not sure what the point is of even living anymore. You're absolutely mortified by your clumsiness and foolishness. You have a feeling you'll be thinking about this moment for years to come, during those insecure moments when your mind seems to be looking for any excuse to make yourself cringe with self-doubt and shame. Still, you can't help but feel this guy is being a little unreasonable. It's just one hot dog. And probably plenty more of those to come by, for those who know where to look in this strange world. He himself said he makes a habit of enjoying things, so they can't be all that uncommon. Maybe he just has an unusual psychological disorder surrounding a fixation on this particular food item. Yes, that could be it. Poor guy. This just means he needs your support as a friend all the more. He won't give up on their friends. Or, for that matter, people who you're trying to desperately become friends with. And that just isn't who you are as a person. You have an idea. You run it by him with a sense of optimism and salesmanship. The past is behind you. There's no need to wallow in self-incrimination and guilt over the hot dog incident. Demon perks up a little. You want to help me get another hot dog? Absolutely. It could be a fun adventure, you say. Something to bond over. Bring two new bodies closer together. Okay, you don't say that out loud, but you really hope it's true. I don't know. It'll be a long shot. Sometimes it'll be days before I'm united with another plump treat. Glistening with perspiration. Steaming, relaxing comfortably in a soft, melt-in-your-mouth loaf. Damn, now I really want a hot dog. I guess I don't have much choice but to take you up on your offer, do I? What do you have in mind? It's a good question. You haven't made a plan yet, and frankly, don't even know where to begin. But he's interested in spending more time with you, which is the most important thing. You'll figure something out. You decide a display of confidence is called for here. A real show of leadership to improve morale. You smile, hold your head up high, and tell him to follow you. You know exactly what to do. Well, not really, but you give no indication of that at all. He's definitely intrigued. You've got him hooked now, you think? He's probably wondering if you get paid her. Finding a new friend with the hot dog hookup. Of course, you don't have the slightest idea where to find a hot dog. but you've got to admit you're enjoying the feeling of being important and valued by a potential friend. You don't want to do anything underhanded, but you can't help but feel you should probably milk this social gambit for all it's worth. This way, you say, as you begin marching confidently in a random direction. He obediently follows and begins rubbing his tummy. You begin to feel nervous almost immediately. You have absolutely no idea how this is going to play out, or if it stands any chance of resulting in a hot dog at the end of a journey. Oh well, you'll figure something out along the way. You lead him through streets and winding through the yards of strange-looking houses, and he follows. He takes care to make sure you're both not seen, which could get you both in trouble. Apparently. The improvised, circuitous route appears to provoke his suspicion.
Dude, are you sure you know where a dog is?
Seems like maybe you're lost. Oh, absolutely. You're absolutely sure you know where to find one, you say? You're just throwing anyone off the trail, who might have been following it. He nods solemnly, as if that makes perfect sense. You can't keep him guessing like this forever. You've got to do something. Take some bold action, and keep his interest in this wiener quest. You say, this way, down here. This is a shortcut to the hot dog supply you're privy to. It's the mother lode.
In the sewer?
Yes, totally. It's just a short trek through the sewer. Shouldn't be more than another hour, etc., of sewer trudging. That is, if he still has the will to do what it takes to get his hand on more juicy dogs.
Oh, hell yeah. You know it. After you, man.
An hour later, you're so deep in the sewer, you've lost all bearings and sense of direction. You could be anywhere by now, you've taken so many crazy turns. Still, you don't let up for a second that you're lost. You've made each turn with decisive conviction. He's still following you, but now he's having trouble keeping up. He's out of breath and struggling with the foul smell. Can't say you're enjoying it much either. But you can't let on to the fact that what you're doing now is anything other than the most casual routine for you. Like you do this every day, just a quick jaunt through the sewer to hit up his vast, mythical trove of meat products. Okay, when you put it that way, maybe this all sounds a bit insane. Still, you're in too deep to second-guess yourself now.
Hey, I gotta stop and rest. I can't lie. I'm starving for a heavenly frankfurter. This might be a bit too much for me. I don't think I'm cut out for this.
You pause and look back. He's sitting down now, slumping against a filthy sewer wall. You're intensely relieved to see you may have just won this impromptu game of sewer hot dog chicken. But more importantly than that, this looks like an ideal time to show some sympathy and have a bonding moment with your would-be friend. Oh, I'm terrible. You sit next to him, and with your broken arm, put a hand on his knee in a platonic but deeply understanding way. Your arm hurts when you do this, but it's worth it. Every little gesture counts when making a new friend.
I just kinda suck. My losers is gone, I don't have any skills, and most people think I'm weird for liking hot dogs so much. I'm probably just gonna get cold. I'm not good at going on adventures or doing anything hard. All I'm good at is finding an easy meal here and there, however I can get it. Like talking people out of their fine sausages using tricks, or other plays which end up losing their friends. It's been unthinkable that anyone would actually do anything nice for me, or would want me to have that sweet, sweet meat I desire. At least it was unthinkable until now.
Your heart begins to race.
Could it be? Is this shitty improvised sewer escapade actually working? You can't believe it. Nobody's ever done so much, or worked so hard, to try to get my hands on another magnificent banger. Sorry for being emotional, but like, this is new for me? I don't know how to handle it. I'm just so grateful. I'd be thrilled to call you a friend, man. Whatever you are. You're overjoyed, unbelievable, it's almost too good to be true. But now, it's such a sudden turn of good fortune, you hardly know what to do. Should you hug the guy? Last time that didn't go so well. This time, he's not holding a hot dog for you to clumsily defile, so maybe this is your moment. Wait, what's that?
A deep rumbling sound begins to echo through the tunnels.
Oh shit! He found us! It's a drone dude. I guess on like steward duty? We gotta run!
He gets up, grabs your hand, and sprints. He's a lot faster than he looks when motivated to get moving. He turns this way and that as the rumbling gets closer. But he slips on something, and you both tumble into a river of horrific sludge.
Ow! I can't swim! Help!
Your bad arm finds purchase of the ledge, and though it's very painful, you heroically salvage your friend from the muck with the other arm. He coughs and gasps for breath. You find a nearby ladder, shove him upward until he starts climbing on his own, and follow him. You burst through a lid on the floor, and you both flop out of the hole, drenched in filth, smelling horrible and completely exhausted. But at least you're safe, you think.
Hey man, I just want you to know, even though we didn't find the glorious treasure you were leading us to, I'm happy how it all turned out. Maybe I don't need hot dogs in my life as much as I thought. Maybe that's not the real treasure after all. But a journey for me, let me tell you. I'm learning so much about myself, about life, because of you.
His bushy hair is slicked back from his eyes due to the sludge. He's giving you a penetrating, soulful gaze, presumably pure friendship. Or is it even deeper than that? Wow, this is intense. Then something catches your eye just above him. Something dangling. Lots of dangling things, actually. Come to think of it, it's really cold in here. Freezing, in fact. You finally realize, holy shit, you're in a weird alien meat locker. You're absolutely surrounded by dangling meat products, including many sausages. Thousands of them. You begin to sob. Your sobbing soon turns to unrestrained wailing of raw catharsis. He joins you, and the tears flow freely from you both. You embrace each other and let it all out. Suddenly it hits you, both of you. This is by far the happiest day of your life. Meat heaven! Oh, he's so happy. Alright. Let's try. I would like. Please. There we go. Let's see what we can do with our data. Crash landed. Completely alone. Desperate. Desperate. For friendship. Won't someone? Any weirdo? What's this? Yes, someone is approaching. Strange gray-skinned alien, clad in blue. They will make for a good friend. No. I think she might enjoy me better if she has to exert her control from the beginning. Who knows? Sounds fine, I guess. The fuck out of my face and never come back. I'll take that as a no then. Oh my. Ooh. Okay. Alright, so we have to try. One, supposedly. I'll do whatever you say. Obviously it sounds good. You'll definitely enjoy it. Okay, now we're going to try escaping. I don't know if it's going to work. First, you clear your head and try to think innocent thoughts. Fluffy clouds in the sky, ironing some clothes, a winning touchdown pass from the sports. Ardata's long black hair spilling over her cloak. Wait, not innocent thoughts. Shut it down, shut it down! No time for thinking. You have to act. You hurl the screwdriver at her and run. She calmly lifts a hand towards one of the kids in the cages. The kid tenses up and lifts a hand in the direction of the screwdriver. Screwdriver freezes midair, right in front of Ardata's head. You run up the stairs. She twitches a finger, the cage kid does a full-body spasm, and the screwdriver goes sailing towards you. It stabs deep into your leg, and you buckle over, tumbling backwards down the stairs. You're a crumpled heap at the bottom of the stairs, bleeding, and you think your arm is broken in 2 places now. That didn't seem very friendly to me. Luckily for you, I'm very determined to make relationships work. Even ones with people who flee simple furniture assembly projects. She stands over you. You attempt to pull the screwdriver out of your leg, but your entire body locks up. You can't move. She holds an outstretched hand just above you. You shouldn't try to move yet. And you certainly shouldn't try to pull that screwdriver. You'll get blood everywhere. My 3 little eyes, under the present conditions, it seems to me that only one of us should attempt walking up these stairs. You feel relieved. Perhaps she has some alien means of levitating you up the stairs? Wait, no. Your body is tensing up again. It's moving without your permission. You get to your feet without taking the screwdriver out. Wow, that hurts. What is she making you... Wait, what? She can't be. You use both of your arms and all of your strength and pick her up entirely. The pain from your arm is excruciating. Arms with broken bones are not meant for heavy lifting. The additional weight on your wounded leg isn't great either. You hold her as a groom would hold a bride. She wraps her arms around your neck to hang onto you in what strikes you as an overly familiar manner. She looks directly into your eyes and grins. This is better. Now, onward and upward, new friend. Your legs begin to operate without your consent. They wobble and struggle under the weight. The wound throbs. You lumber back up the long flight of stairs, carrying her all the way. You take her back to the kitchen and set her down in a chair seated at a table. You didn't think I'd forget about dinner time, did you? Let's put your unfriendly behavior behind us. It's a good thing for you that I'm benevolent enough to overlook disgusting acts of betrayal. You may have noticed I keep several friends in my hive who are similarly forgiven. Consider the transgression blood beneath the abattoir. You exhale. Now that you mention it, yes, you are hungry. Maybe a warm meal will lift your spirits and get this heretofore turbulent friendship back on track. Maybe you'll even get the chance to pull the screwdriver out of your leg. You pull out a chair and attempt to sit down, but your legs lock up, and then you stand again. Apparently this was not the right thing to do. Oh, but why are you sitting? There's cooking to be done. You stagger mechanically over to the fridge and open it. You pull out a large hock of some sort of alien mystery meat and put it on the counter. With your broken arm, you reach, in anguish, for a big dangling meat cleaver. Chop the hock, wincing with each swing of the cleaver. You place the sliced meat on a frying pan, sear it lightly, and serve it on a plate, very rare, just the way your new friend likes it. You didn't know that it's the way she likes it, but you surmise this is what she prefers in a piece of meat, since technically she is the one doing the cooking. You put it on the table in front of her, along with a fork and knife beside it. Your muscles relax, as you apparently are allowed to control your own body again. She does nothing, except for look at you with a pleased expression. You eye the meat in front of her, and then the meat on the counter, and the chair on the other side of the table. What you do? Prepare a plate for yourself? Is that what she wants you to do? Yeah, right. Well, it looks like you're confused. Isn't it obvious what to do next, under your own volition? A good friend would know what to do. In fact, I don't think a good friend would take nearly as long to decide what the right thing to do next is. It actually seems to me that a very rude friend would hesitate for as long as you're hesitating. Or perhaps someone who's not a friend at all? You begin to sweat again. You clearly don't have much time to make up your mind. If you wait for even a few seconds longer, you'll probably be guilty of being a bad friend. Maybe even a dreadful one. Not the type of person you like to think you are. What will you do? Feed her, obviously. This feels like the only obvious thing to do. She's looking up at you quite expectantly. You reach for the fork with your good arm. You go for the knife with your other. Ow. Can't do it. The arm is much less serviceable when the muscles are not being forced by a psychic override to disregard the pain response. Nevertheless, she looks at you patiently and smiles. That's nice of her, you think, not to be mad about it. You feel like you're growing closer to your new friend by the minute. You put the fork down and pick up the knife with your good arm. You cut the meat into several pieces with a careful sawing motion. You put the knife down and pick up the fork and stab a piece. You put it close to her mouth. She seems pleased. Very good. Nice technique. Well-sized morsels, too. You choose the meat with excellent form. She has very good table manners, you think. When she finishes the pieces, you slice off some more and continue. The meat looks very good. Your mouth is watering, but she doesn't offer any. Oh well, when it's the right time for you to eat too, you're sure she will let you know. The meal is finished. There's no more meat, except for a few pieces of unchewable gristle, which you did not try to feed her. That would be thoughtless, very bad service. She reclines and steeples her fingers, looking quite pleased with how the evening has gone so far. You aren't sure why she's laughing. Did you do something funny? Oh my! What a fool! You point at yourself, wondering if she's referring to you. You don't know what you've done that was foolish, if so. You're also still not sure what she finds so amusing. She pauses her laughter for a minute or two, then slowly begins to frown. A faint blue tear rolls down her cheek from her bottom eye. Truth is, I don't even know why I'm laughing. This isn't very funny, what's happening here. It was a good dinner. You did a good job, whoever you are. She puts her face in both of her hands and sobs quietly. You have no idea what to do about this. You stand there, still holding the fork, feeling a bit useless. There is a lot of pressure, you know. Being so respected and admired for your high status in this world. I didn't ask for this, to be so superior to so many. Much is expected of you. Much is presumed about what your personality will be before you even develop one. You work hard and build a brand based only on what you think people assume you should be like. Sometimes I wonder, am I even that good at being sinister? Could I be more sinister if I tried harder? Maybe this is not my true calling after all. You begin to offer words of sympathy. This all seems heartbreaking to you. Your poor new friend. But your jaw muscles contract and your mouth shuts involuntarily. You guess it's not your turn to speak yet. Okay, that works for you. You like to be a good listener for your friends. But what would happen if I change my brand? If I stop being so sinister online? My friends and followers will deride and reject me. And my superiors will eat me alive. If I show weakness, if I scale back on my bloodthirsty content, will I incur the scorn of a wise-ass clown with 100 million subscribers? Will I be in a cage someday, listening to a fucking fool honk his horn for likes? No, I must persist. How lonely it is to know this is all I can do until the day I leave this planet. I have no material or sensory comforts left for me here. Until I can get on a ship and fly away, pain is my only solace. Your hand holding the fork grips it tighter. You're horrified to realize what it is in the process of doing. You bring it down hard on her hand, which is placed flat on the table. She doesn't flinch or react in any way. Three trails of cerulean blood flow from the tines where they pierce your skin. That wasn't friendly, you think. But then, you weren't the one who did it, were you? You're so confused. My subscribers are not real friends. They adore me only for my sinister content, the show I provide, my wicked, infectious laughter. I get jealous of them sometimes, because they get to watch my content. It must be thrilling, I think. Maybe I'm just jealous of them, because they get to be people who aren't me. It's fucking deep, I know. Apologies if you cannot relate. She pulls the fork out of her hand and lays it gently on the plate of gristle you didn't feed her. And people downstairs in their cages aren't my friends either. They act like they're my friends, though, and sometimes I even believe it. But they don't really want to be friends with me. Nobody does. The only person who ever really wanted to be my friend, who's ever tried to be, is you. You clear your throat and point to yourself innocently. That's it, I've decided. You have passed the test. You will become my friend, officially. As such, I think a reward is in order. You are overjoyed. Your heart starts racing. You can't believe it. A new real friend. You don't have much time to enjoy this achievement. Your body is doing something again. You bend down in a strained motion and pick up the plate and fork. You position the plate over your wide-open mouth and scrape in all the remaining gristle and begin chewing. It's virtually inedible. Your mouth humors the act of chewing for 2 seconds, and then you swallow all of it whole in one painful gulp. Tastes like friendship. Friendship! Oh my. Whew. All right. Feel like that might be a place to stop for today. We actually have a couple days off. I'm moving to a new apartment. So I will see you all again next Thursday. Maybe there will be fewer interruptions from the sounder train going by every few minutes, as you've all become accustomed to. Thank y'all for hanging out today. Y'all have a great day out there.